I've written a few songs.
He's not a gem. You're not a gem.
I wrote this song
He was.
a few years back. You see, as Bill said, I've known Pete Seeger for many years, and I've always wanted to write a song about him before one of us died. And it is funny, isn't it? It is funny. It is hilarious. Before one of us died, you know. And I'd flown over here for what was fortunately a very short tour, a 12-day tour. It turned out to be. And I flew out from Manchester into Philadelphia, and the next morning I had these red lines on the back of my leg. And unbeknown to me, I developed deep vein thrombosis, probably in both legs. And but I didn't know, and I just had these stiff legs in the morning. And so I got up and I gigged in Maryland, Pennsylvania, obviously, Connecticut, New York. Fortunately, a short trip. It was a 12-day tour, and then I flew back to England with these red lines in my leg. Went to see the doctor, and he said, "Joe, hospital now." He said, "Not 5 minutes, hospital now." He said, "You've got a deep vein thrombosis there, and it's a blood clot, and if you're not careful, you must go to hospital straight away." So I said, "Okay, right." So I went to hospital straight away, and they did various tests. And they couldn't find it, and the reason they couldn't find it was it had moved off my legs and it was going on my body. Now, I'm told if it goes to your brain, you drop dead immediately. I'm also told that this blood clot did go around my head twice and couldn't find one. So it ended up on my lungs, you see, that's called pulmonary embolism. And I had this wonderful Irish doctor who eventually discovered that that's where it was, and he kept me in hospital for 3 weeks. And so I said to Nora, that's my wife, by the way, Nora, you were late coming in, that's my wife. I met her in Australia. In Australia, you know. I said to her, "Oh, what are you doing here?" I said to her, I said, "Can you please bring in the bandolin?" I said, because I had no room by now, see, because suddenly I was on. So I said, "Bring in the bandolin." I said, "I haven't written this song about Pete yet, and I might be dead in the morning." I said, "For God's sake, bring in the bandolin, I'm going to do it." So she brought in the bandolin, and I wrote this song about Pete. You all know about Pete, don't you? I mean, I maintain that if it wasn't for Pete Seeger, none of us would be here today. I really believe that. You know, Pete Seeger was this huge link in the chain who inspired so many people. I was with Bob Shane just last week having dinner with him, all of us, and he said that the Kingston Trio were inspired by the Weavers, and of course the Kingston Trio have done so much work here on the West Coast. So I thought I better write a song about Pete, because I always wanted to. So this is Pete Seeger's life story in 5 verses. Yes, I'm taking on the chance here, aren't I? But, okay. And I called it Just Another Folk Singer, because that's how Pete sees himself. He doesn't just another folk singer. Instead, he's a huge icon. I phoned him up the other week, no, a couple of years ago now, but we had a new CD coming out, and I remembered that there was a song that we wanted to record that was on an LP he'd done with Arlo Guthrie back in the 70s. So I thought, I'll phone him up and ask him if he can give me any sort of detail on the song. You know? So I like you do when you're speaking to someone that you know quite well. I said, darling, first of all. And I said, "Hello Pete, it's Joe Stead here. How are you keeping?" And his answer was, he said, "Oh, hi Joe." He says, "I've lost my voice now, you know, I don't sing very much anymore, and my memory's going, and so's my hearing." He said, "They still bring me out to do charity bookings. I don't sing anymore. People just come and look at me. He's lovely. He's 90. He's 90 in a few weeks' time. First week in May. I can't May the 8th. Right. Remember those days in the 30s when you wandered the country alone, a young and self-exiled traveller, searching perhaps for a home in your wildest of dreams. Extravagant schemes must have seemed a light year away, but banjo in hand, you travelled the land, and you dreamt of a far better day. Was it fun in the 40s? Woody and Millard and Lee, and you sang for the freedom of workers in an almanac fraternity. As you made up the rhyme, wasn't that a time? You watching those at your back, but damn it, instead you were looking ahead with Toshi by your side. You attacked. We were a song in the 50s. You spread a great warmth round the land. Equality and friendship world over was not what your government planned. But McCarthy was there, and a chill filled the air, and they pointed the finger of blame. But through it all, together with Paul Brookston, we sang, and we both overcame. What did you make of the 60s? As you dance in the muddy waist deep, the crimes your country committed, all the lives that were lost, did you weep? And so proudly you sang anti-Vietnam, while the wounded came home from the war. They called you a traitor, a red agitator, while you and a few asked what for. You spent most of your life swimming upstream, fighting odds stacked as high as a wall. While some claimed amendments around you, you stood as you sang, straight and tall. And while some people dithered, you built boats and clean rivers, spoke out when others were scared. And your obituary, oh, it must surely be, thank the Lord that He cared. Your obituary, oh, it must surely be, thank the Lord that He cares.